new document, click, grab the ellipse tool, hold the shift key when you click and drag to draw a nice big circle. Then with the pen tool, I'm going to select that and click hovering over that point on the bottom, that little minus, I'm going to delete that line. Now, I want to select just this line here. I'm going to cut it and paste in front and drag it down by holding the shift key just to separate the two shapes. Now with the circle, I'm going to click on this and grab this handlebar and drag it all the way horizontal. Do the same thing over here. Grab this handlebar all the way horizontal. So now I have that perfect curve. This point here, I'm going to do the same thing but bring it up. And I'm actually going to bring this here. You can kind of figure out. And I'm going to do the same thing with this handle and try to match it to there. So now I have my two curves. Now with the black arrow, direct selection tool, excuse me, I'm going to hold the shift key and bring this up to there. Now just to differentiate, I know in your, actually I'm just going to leave this. So I'm going to select both of these. Over here is the blend tool. It's got the square, circle, whatever. If you can't find it, click on here and this shows you other tools that are not showing, but it's right here. And while these are both selected, I'm going to click on this point here and click, and then go down here, see that little plus sign, and click. Now this line showed up, just ignore that. While that's up, I'm going to hit the return key, and I want to go to specified steps, and based on your drawing, I'm going to add 4 steps. If I click on the preview, that's what it looks like, and I think that's what you're trying to do. So I'm going to say OK. Now, I'm going to make a copy of this by selecting this, and I'm going to option and just drag it off the side so I have the original in case I mess something up and I need to go back to my original. Now this here, if I go to preview mode, which is Command Y, it's still only showing these 2 lines. So if I want these lines to be separate, I need to go to Object, Expand, and I'm just going to say yes to all of that. So now when I preview mode, you can see these lines are all now separate, whereas this is still a blended line tool. So this will help us if we need to do anything, which I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to create a solid shape out of these, and I find the easiest way to do that, and this might be tighter. You might not need to do the step if this line was closer when you did that. But I'm going to select all of these, and I'm going to make the stroke weight heavier. So let's go. Oh, here's my stroke panel. So I'm going to make it thick enough that the stroke weight overlaps so that there's no white down here. So now if I select all of these, I'm going to go to Object, Path, Outline the stroke. So now instead of a line with a stroke, I outline the stroke so that it's a filled shape. And now that this is a filled shape, let me zoom out. Hold on a second.